What a weekend in college lacrosse. We saw multiple statement wins, big time performances, and major upsets. Let's run through everything that went down this weekend. Notre Dame takes down #1 North Carolina 10-5 at Arlada in front of a sold out crowd. The Irish have now beaten the #1 team in the country in back-to-back weeks. Their defense was dominant, holding UNC to just 5 goals, and Tyler Spano was the difference at the faceoff X, going 58% against Brady Wambach and keeping him under 50%. On offense, Teddy Lally, Luke Miller, and Josh Yago all finished with 3 points each to lead the way, and Notre Dame will be the new #1 team in college lacrosse when the polls drop on Monday. Syracuse bounced back in a big way, taking down a red-hot Virginia team 14-9 at the Dome. Jimmy McCool was outstanding in net with 16 saves at 64% after getting pulled last week against North Carolina. Joey Spallina had 5 points and is now 1 point away from tying the all-time Syracuse points record. Wyatt Honnell and Luke Roa both added 4 points as well. Syracuse gets Colgate next and then closes with Notre Dame, while Virginia wraps up ACC play against North Carolina on Saturday. Michigan pulls off the upset of the weekend, going on the road and beating Penn State 9-8 at Panzer. The Wolverines led 5-2 at halftime before Penn State crawled back to take an 8-6 lead in the fourth, but Michigan ended the game on a 3-0 run with Luke Shanahan becoming the hero, scoring the game winner with 12 seconds left to secure the win. Michigan is heating up at the right time with back-to-back top 20 wins and now heads to Columbus to take on Ohio State on Friday. Penn State drops 2 straight and continues to be one of the most inconsistent teams in all of college lacrosse. Cornell takes down Duke 9-7 on Long Island in a game with big NCAA tournament implications. Ryan Goldstein led the way for Cornell with 3 points, and Matt Tully was strong in net at 63%. For Duke, they have now lost 3 straight games after starting the year 8-0. With Notre Dame and UNC their only remaining guaranteed games left on their schedule, their NCAA tournament hopes are hanging on by a thread. Ohio State picks up a huge win over Johns Hopkins 7-6 in Columbus. Caleb Fyack was a difference in net for Ohio State. He had 14 saves and was 70% in net, including a game-saving stop on the crease against Hunter Chauvet to seal the victory for the Buckeyes. This win was huge for Ohio State's NCAA tournament chances and Big Ten tournament seeding, and Hopkins now needs a big bounce-back win against Maryland on Saturday to keep their tournament chances alive. Yale stays hot with a big-time 15-9 win over Harvard. The Bulldogs have now picked up 2 big wins in the last 3 weeks and are playing their best lacrosse of the season. They've put themselves in position to be in the NCAA tournament conversation. Harvard, on the other hand, has now been blown out twice in 3 games and is starting to find themselves on fraud watch with massive Ivy League games against Princeton and Cornell to close out the regular season. Army takes down Navy 14-9 at Michie Stadium in front of over 15,000 fans in West Point. The Black Knights controlled the game from start to finish, with the Plunkett brothers leading the way, combining for 11 points. Army picks up a huge Patriot League win and earns the right to sing second.